About me, for those of you that missed the previous get together, my name is Jeff Ashby. My wife and I are traveling the country sharing these incredible products. We started out 10 years ago, bought a Sprinter van, and we just celebrated that 10-year anniversary on Black Friday. We purchased a black van on Black Friday and started traveling the country. And so that was 10 years ago. We are 333,000 miles on our van.
Wow.
And that van is parked in Catrice's driveway last night, tonight, and probably for another couple of nights. But it's our honor. My wife and I have been together 14 years and raising two families independent of each other. We're now together, and a combination of those families has provided 11 children for us and 36 grandchildren.
That's awesome.
So it's great to be here. You can see I've got my flannel shirt on because it's cold here in Texas. I didn't expect this, and so I brought my Wyoming wear with me tonight. But we're honored to be here, and I'm going to let these two ladies tell us who they are, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so I'm Nancy Cable, and I am a client of Miss Valerie's, and she has just started selling the products from Engage Global. So I've been on the products, been well over 6 years, and Catrice is the one who actually got me on them. So I pretty much take a lot of, pretty much everything in the line, not everything, but pretty close to it. So my testimony is on, so Micro Daily, we just had one green bottle. That was when I first started. And I got my sample from Catrice. I started to take it in February, and I had a sinus infection. So I couldn't breathe very well. And when I took the product, my first sample, the very first day, I got a headache, and Nancy doesn't get headaches. And it's like, what's going on? This stuff is not working. Oh, it was working. It was working on my sinuses. It was helping clear them up. So about 2 days later, my sinuses were cleared, and I have not had a sinus infection for well over 6 years. I got one every spring and every fall. If you live in Texas, it's allergy capital of the world. There's always something in the air blowing around. So that's probably my favorite one. And then my other testimonies are with inflammation. So we have we have fire ants here in Texas, and when they bite you, you get inflammation. So you just kind of swell up. So my foot would swell up. I couldn't wear a sandal for well over a week. And what happened 3 months later, after I've been taking my Micro Daily, I got bit by my fire ant in my front yard. And what happened is I got a tiny little bite. 2.5 days later, no inflammation, totally gone. So the only difference for me was taking Micro Daily. And I was deathly afraid of fire ants. Fire ants out, I'm perfectly fine. I see them, I just move on. I know I'm not going to be affected by it. I've got, so Brain Boost is, my family has Alzheimer's. Mom had it, grandma had it. So when we introduced Brain Boost, I started taking it. And what happened is, it was working, but it's working in the background silently. You don't understand the power of the micronutrients in Brain Boost. And I am a breast cancer survivor. And when you go in for tests, the doctors want you off everything you're taking over the counter. So I had to stop taking my Brain Boost. And after about 5 days, and I started to say a sentence, and what's that word? And I couldn't say it. So I really got mad. I'm like, what the heck is going on with me? Why is this happening? As soon as the doctor would let me go back on my Brain Boost, I was perfectly fine. I could remember names. I could remember people walking in. I knew everything. So Brain Boost is truly an amazing product that it helps everybody with any type of memory issues. The other ones is iBoost. So I don't have I have a good testimony. 2040, I am now back to 2020. I don't need glasses at all. Hubby's the one who has the fabulous one. So he had been taking it for 6 months. His vision improved, improved. So it went down from a 3.75 to a 2.75. And this one went down from a 2.0 to a 1.0 in 6 months. And it keeps improving. So that was the very first 6 months when the product was introduced. So he's been on it for well over 2 years at that. Collagen's my favorite. So I'm an old lady, and then the wrinkles are disappearing. Hair's getting a little thicker up here. Joints, there's no pain whatsoever. Your joints are lubricated. Your body doesn't have collagen in it. At my age, 68, there's nothing, there's very little collagen left in my body. But I got it back, and you just feel better when you take the collagen. Omega-3s, probiotics, digestive boost, I take all those. It's just, I feel wonderful, and I love this product. So I'll let you.
Okay, I'm Catrice Johnson, and my story is a little different of how I found out about this product. I was literally at a networking event, and I overheard some ladies, and they were talking about, I could get up off the floor, my hips don't hurt anymore, I can play with my grandkids. And I was sitting there thinking, what are they talking about? And I just was being nosy. I got up, I went over, and I asked, what are you talking about? And they said micronutrients, and I was like, I don't know what a micronutrient is. I barely even know what a vitamin is. So I was given a sample, and I took that sample, I took it home. I didn't take it right away, but when I did take it, the only thing I noticed at first, the next day I had all this energy and I wanted to clean. I was like, okay, this is not normal. So I decided I would buy a month's supply of the product, and I would try it with my entire family. They were my guinea pigs. So I bought it, and we all had amazing results, and they were all different. Nobody had the same result. So for myself, taking it, I've been taking the product now over 9 years, but within probably 3 months, these are the things I noticed besides the energy. I'm proud to say I was incontinent. I'm not incontinent anymore. When I would sneeze, I would weep, and it was like, what happened? I sneezed and nothing happened. Then I sneezed again and nothing happened. And I was like, whoa, that's different. Then I had a knee that was swollen. My right knee was swollen the size of a orange, a grapefruit. And from the day I started taking this product to the day you see me sitting here right now, my knee has never swollen again. This arm I couldn't lift up over my head. I have bone spurs in my neck, and they told me I could not get rid of those. There's nothing I could do about them. So when I turned my neck, I would hear this grinding sound all the time, or my neck would literally get stuck, and I would have to snap my neck to get it to turn. That went away. The grinding, gone. The stuck anymore, gone. And the list just goes on and on. I take all the products like Nancy said, I take them all. My hair has grown, my nails grow, my joints don't hurt. The list, like I said, there is just an entire list of things. And the longer, what I've noticed, and I've been doing it 9 years, the longer you take this product, the more results you'll see. You'll just one day like go, wait a minute, that went away. That's not there anymore. Or wait a minute, this is happening to my body. So I encourage everybody out there to share this product, to try this product, because it's literally life-changing.
And that is so true, that it is life-changing, because for me, Nancy introduced me to it, and I thought, yeah, just another product. And you know, that's a typical what most of us will think, just another product. What's different from me taking Centrium or something else, going to Walmart, going to some of these other grocery stores, picking up products. My sister had long COVID, and she lives in England. And I thought, she's gonna die and everything, because people are dying over there like crazy, and I didn't want my sister to die. So I told Miss Nancy, I'm gonna send some product to my sister, and she went to the post office for me, just because I don't get a chance to do nothing, and told me how much it would cost me to send the product to England. And then one day I said, you know what? She keeps on being sick, and she had diabetes, she had eye problems, she had all these things going on. So I sent the product to England, and out of what I had, and I never told Miss Nancy. I didn't take it, I sent it to my sister instead. That's what I did,
Mhm.
because I thought, wow, I'm okay, I can just cut back on mine and just send her my next shipment. I sent her the shipment, and my sister called me back and she says, I'm feeling a lot better. Then one day she said to me, Valerie, I've got to stop taking this product. So I'm there thinking, oh my God, what's wrong? Did the product do something to her body? She says, I'm not getting no more sick days from work. She literally said she wasn't getting any more sick days. She was getting better. I sent her the Micro Daily EMF, the eye boost, and the probiotics. Her eyes went, they told her that there's something wrong with her eyes. Because what happened was her eyes were bad, and now they're improved, and they couldn't understand why her eyes had already improved. So she's taken the product, and I've sent it to another sister to tell her to try it. I believe this product needs to be in England. I know it isn't there yet, but seriously, I know it would benefit a lot of people in England because there's so many people getting sick. I'm back on my product. I even gave it to Michael, the guy I'm dating. Well, my fiance, before he tells me off, yeah, fiance, right? And when I gave him the product, he used to have gout and he used to have joint problems. And I'm thinking, I don't want no sick man. So I gave him the Micro Daily. You know, I keep it real. That's why it's called Don't Believe the Hype.
Right.
I gave him the product, and over a year now, he has not had not one drop of gout. He even went to
Wow.
he even said to me, I'm going to go for a study to see if he's gout. And when he got there, they told him, you ain't what you doing here, you haven't got gout, get out of here, you know what I mean? But this time he used to have swelling in the arms, his hands used to swell real bad. He's had no gout since he's been on the Micro Daily. So why I've decided to have all these beautiful people on our show today is because over the last couple of days, there's been a groundbreaking something that's happened, and I'm going to allow Jeff to tell you all why all of us are on this stage today. It's not just about Micro Daily and selling you a product, it's about taking care of your health. With all what's going on in the world right now with COVID, RSA, or whatever they want to call it, and whatever else is going to be happening, and another one's going to be coming from China, and another one's going to be coming from this country and that country, you need to start taking care of your health. And especially all those who are getting cancer, because cancer is now at an alarming rate. It's so bad right now, it's unreal. So why Jeff and Nancy and Catrice is on our show, because they're going to tell you about something amazing that's just recently happened with the Micro Daily. So Jeff, take it away.
Thank you, Valerie, and what an incredible testimony just of your sister and your boyfriend. I mean, two people that mean a lot to you, and they now are appreciative that you cared about
Because
them.
I'm too old to be pushing anybody in any wheelchair. You know, I ain't got time for that.
Don't have time.
No, I don't.
So it was really for your benefit.
It was
This
for my
for you.
benefit, especially when it comes to the boyfriends, the fiance, because who wants a sick man? Nobody don't want anyone
Yeah.
sick. I don't even want to be sick. I mean, I take the Micro Daily, and if I don't take it, or I think, oh, I can do without it, and I don't take the eye boost, trust me, my eyes tell me straight away. I can't even go on the computer, I can't do nothing, my eyes are literally sore if I don't take the eye boost.
Well, amazing, and it's all because of nutrition going into your body.
That's right.
And because
of
somebody
Nancy.
cared about you.
That's right.
Nancy says you need to try
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And Catrice said, you need to try this.
Mhm.
And here's Catrice with her testimony. She just overheard somebody.
That's right.
And so it's these little thin threads that keep us all connected. And that's what we're hoping to do here today, is connect with your audience and let them know, this isn't hype. We're not overshooting the runway at all.
No.
Not with this one. And you really did a good job setting me up for what we're going to talk about next. And it's this young man, and I say young because if you've been around Dr. Kedar Prasad, We're gonna be celebrating his 89th birthday in Las Vegas on the 8th of January. And he is still so sharp, such an incredible individual. Last time we talked a little bit about the accolades, the credentials
Yeah.
that he has. World's first radiation biologist, PhD. But interesting, his career in understanding radiation and what happens in the body when radiation is involved. Radiation always manifests itself in a form of cancer. Different types of cancers, okay, but they all have a root in some sort of radiation.
Okay,
If you look at his career, he ended up discovering the anti-cancer potency of vitamin E succinate. He also discovered that butyric acid, the small fatty acid formed by fermentation of fibers in the gut, is an anti-cancer agent. So he's known for 2 discoveries about cancer. And then last time when we shared the number of books that Dr. Prasad has, I just want to hold
Wow.
this up in front of the screen because it's amazing. The first few volumes here, books were all about radiation because that's where his career was. But you can see as it evolved here, vitamins against cancer, fighting cancer, cancer, vitamins and cancer, 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 you know, he knows a lot about it. And so it's setting this stage to say that Dr. Prasad has filed patents and he has patents and they're all listed here in this book. Any of your audience who would like to see it, there's 7 initial patents.
okay,
Okay, but so he knows the process of achieving a patent. We have a patent for the treatment of diabetes. You reference your
That's
your
right.
sister was having issues.
she hasn't got it anymore,
Yeah, go
that's
ahead.
what I didn't tell you,
Oh,
she hasn't
cool.
got diabetes anymore.
Wow.
Wow,
It's gone,
it's gone.
yes. You know what I mean, so, but I'm still shipping the product, and when my granddaughter's going back home, she'll be taking some
Take a
products.
suitcase full.
She's going to, because that way I don't have to pay the $25.
Wow.
Shipping fee.
Yeah, so.
So that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing that we've got actual evidence that this patent that says treatment of diabetes is functioning for your sister. Patent right above that is a patent for radiation protection. All of us are carrying around our cell phones. That's a radiation device. And so we need to be protected and this can protect us. We've got a patent for pulmonary health, which is lung health, heart health, another one for hearing health, another one for PTSD. This is one of the most recent patented, and it is the children's gummy formula.
Okay,
And so protecting our kids against 5G, protecting our kids against the radiation and the environments has a patent for it. But what we're here tonight to get everybody excited about is Dr. Prasad, with his understanding of nutrition and cancer, he has filed a patent for. And on Black Friday, the US Patent Office contacted Dr. Prasad and said, it's approved.
did you hear that, everybody? Tell them again?
Yes, and so we've got a patent, there's still some investigation going into it. Dr. Prasad's gonna share more on Sunday night because you wanna hear it from him. I
That's
don't,
right.
I don't wanna throw it out there and cause any kind of an issue, but a patent for cancers is pretty amazing. He'll talk about it on Sunday night, so we have just 3 days to get everybody excited about being on and being part of that. It will be recorded,
Okay,
but I encourage people to be there live because of what we're going to see. So it is amazing. I want to share something because,
share it.
yeah, today, and I want to say, you know, don't believe the hype. We're not gonna hype this because we actually have proof that this occurred. And we were just sharing with you, right
That's
right
right.
before we went live, and you're going, wow, you're kidding me. So I'm gonna just, I have my laptop up here in front, just so that I can demonstrate the proof. So I will turn the camera on. And not gonna turn the microphone on because we're mic'd up this way, but I need to share this by going to spotlight for everyone, okay? And are we still good with the audio? Okay.
You sound good.
Alrighty, awesome. Well, I'm gonna pull this up here because at noon today, we have a chiropractor. Her name's Twyla, and she was just in all kinds of tears. We had an appointment at noon, and she posted this. It's let's see if I can pull it down here, right here. I have to say goodbye to one of my cats today. In a week's time, she went from a little wobbly to now can't stand and falls over and went blind yesterday. The vet thinks something in the brain that's not treatable is causing the rapid decline. She slept with me since she was weaned. Okay, she has slept with me since she was weaned, and we learned today that it's 14 years old, this
Okay.
cat. Okay, she loved to either spoon me or lay above my head on my pillow. So many years I have tried to not let her sleep on my pillow, but now I eventually gave up. She was always our skinny cat, but ruled the house. I will miss One Sock. So this cat's name is One Sock. And I share that with everybody here today. That was posted at noon, just before we arrived at Twyla's office. As we came in, here's the cat in the other room, and it is meowing. And we went, what? That's a cat? A cat in a doctor's office?
Yeah.
She came out holding this cat, tears streaming down her face. And she says, I am so sorry, I'm kind of out of sorts right now. I just got off the phone with the veterinarian.
Yeah.
And at 3 o'clock today, we are putting this cat down.
Keep an eye on her.
3 o'clock. So 3 hours from her making that post, the cat was not going to be here any longer. So we sat down. I pulled out this booklet, same one I started to share. We went, as we started into it, made to protect, built to sustain life. I had an idea, and I says, well, what's the chances of us letting your cat have some of this nutrition? If it's only got hours to live, let's see if we can improve the quality of its life for this next little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna share with everybody this video because Miss Catrice had a sample pack,
Samples in my purse. at all
samples in her
times.
purse.
Mhm.
We opened it up. I took the capsule. We dumped it on a little wrapper. Mixed it with some cat food. I don't know what it was, but
A treat.
a treat. It was, she says, this is her treat. So I'm going to share with you, here is the cat that truly has hours left to live. You can see it's having a hard time. It can't see. The eyes are dilated. Trying to get it to eat. Look, it starts looking at it.
Is that you feeding the
This
cat?
is actually her owner.
Okay,
And we're trying to just to get it to eat just anything. You can see it can't even stand up. Okay, so that's the cat. And so we took about 15 minutes going through the booklet, explaining a few things to her. And then this is the next video that we got of the cat. It stood up. Still a little wobbly, but look at that. And her owner, Twyla, says she hasn't done that for days. She has not been able to stand up. And look at this one. This is, the cat is just getting around. I mean, it's still, but that was 15 minutes and amazing what we're seeing here with this cat. Now, I'm going to, you've got it on your phone.
Yeah,
because
she texts me.
She
Texted me at 1:40, and in that text, she said, I decided to cancel the euthanization of the cat. And she gave the cat with cat food with one more of the capsules. So she ate that. Then at 4, I get another text.
So this is an hour after the
Yes.
cat should have been dead.
Should have been gone. She sends me another text and she tells me, I fell asleep and I woke up at 4:30. And the cat is now on the couch, but I don't know how the cat got on the couch.
It had to jump.
So I'm assuming the cat jumped on the
It had
couch.
to jump.
Yeah. So then she just sent me before this broadcast here that the cat is now on its 3rd dose and the cat is there eating her 3rd dose. You can see the cat consuming the food. So the micronutrient food is what I call it. But yeah, this cat is still alive. That was supposed to be dead at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's 7:06 tonight and she's still alive. And she sounds like she's doing a lot better.
You see, and that's a cat, so imagine what if you can do that for a cat, what can it do for us?
Right.
We need to stop thinking out, just because a doctor has told us that, oh, it's time for us to go. The doctor is not in control, God is in control. You have to remember that, first of all. We're not saying the microdaily is the be all and end all of everything, but you know what, just give it a try. Because if you don't try, you don't start somewhere, you're never going to know if it could have helped you or not helped you. I mean, my brother died less than a month ago, just over a month ago. And I wish I'd have known what I knew now. So I would have, because who knows, he might have still been here, I don't know, and I will never know. So it's my mission right now to make sure that anybody who's got cancer or any sickness, that they get the best. You know, sometimes we worry about the cost of a bottle of pill. But then you can go out and you can go and buy yourself a Michael Kors purse, or you can go out and go to a fancy restaurant where that food is just for that moment, and whereas a pill can last you a whole month, you know what I mean? Don't worry about the cost, because remember this, health has got no value until sickness comes. And that's what people need to remember. When sickness comes, you'll pay anything, but why not do the prevention so that you don't get sick in the first place? You know, I mean, you said Dr. Prasad has done all the research on nutrients and cancer. And recently I did a course on nutrient and cancer because I needed to know for myself what is good for people to take and what's not good. I do medical massages, and most of the time our bodies are lacking oxygen. And if you haven't got the oxygen, especially in your gut, the gut to me is one of the most important parts of the body, because that's where your lifeline is. And you don't take care of your gut, everything backs up. And that's what people need to understand. It's not just about taking nutrients and, oh, well, this is going to cure me. You've got to take care of the whole body, not just part of it. You know, I mean, taking nutrients, drink plenty of water, exercise daily, get that oxygen in your body. If you want to live, your body needs oxygen. Don't give it oxygen. It's like having a plant. Don't water it. What happens to it? It slowly dies. And that's what we've got to remember about our own bodies. You know what I mean? So I know you've got amazing testimonies of people with cancer, because I know Nancy's talked about it and Catrice has talked about it, and you've talked about people who have got cancer. And this is before the patent, you know what I mean? So you need to know that this show is not just about people coming on trying to sell you a product. We're here trying to keep you all alive, especially when you know that your loved one is in one room and you can't touch that loved one. And you think, oh, you're crying and you're all upset and you're thinking, what can I have done? Well, tonight we're giving you that opportunity to say, this is what you could have done. These projects aren't expensive, you know what I mean? Because if I could send it to England and over here, everything is big. So try a bottle. You don't have to get it from me. You've got Nancy, you've got other people you can get the products from, but you've got to try to believe it. I tried. And throughout COVID, you know, I've not been sick throughout COVID,
That's a blessing.
right?
Yeah, that's a blessing.
I've not been sick and people coughing my face all the time. Trust me. And you know what I mean, I'll tell them if you have to cough, cough. Because I make sure that I'm suited up. You know, the Bible says put on the whole armor. Well, I'm putting on my armor
That's
and the
right. Inside
microdaily,
out.
the inside out. You see what I'm saying? Because I've got to make sure I'm protected as well. And I hardly any of my clients who have come around and who are massaging, those now are saying, can I get the microdaily? I've got people now. I didn't sell the product, you know, I was not interested in selling it. I just wanted it for me. But people were asking me about the product, what am I taking? And I started to tell them, this is what I take. And now people are interested in getting this product. You don't have to get it from me, Miss Nancy. Jamie's going to put up Nancy's information, and she's also going to put up Catrice. Jeff don't want you to have his information because he's got a wife, but we're all right, you know what I mean? We're women and we're the ones in control. I'm only joking. You don't have to get rid
I get it, I get it.
because his wife, I'm sure your wife sells a microdate. Well, both of you were together, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm only joking, people. Don't believe everything I'm telling you. That's why it's called Don't Believe the Hype. You know what I mean? So is anything more anyone want to share about some slides or anything about?
I do, I have just another two that I
That's-
just
that's
feel
fine.
impressed to share.
Mhm.
Because we kind of veered off the cancer
I want you to
protocol,
stick, yeah,
and I'm gonna pull it back, but
Please.
we had to share this cat's experience. I mean, a 14-year-old cat, and to have it go through for its owner, what it did to prove that this is working. I mean, you saw the cat falling over, you saw what was going on, and I got the videos backed up, you know, the results after. I should have,
it's okay.
anyway, you saw that, but anyway. Back to somebody who is experiencing it for themselves, this young lady has just an
an
amazing
amazing
experience.
experience.
So let me spotlight this.
and then we will go
to-
to.
Hi there, my name is Susie Reynolds, and I want to share with all of you my condition that I was diagnosed with. I had cancer, and I was diagnosed in October of 2020 with cancer. I had a stage 4 gynecological cancer. I had a spot on my liver, a spot on my spleen, and a spot where my gallbladder used to be. So I decided to try the chemotherapy, and I had 4 appointments and only 2 sessions of the chemo because my labs are so low that they wouldn't do the chemotherapy. So something told me, and this was like November, I was diagnosed, and then December and January, and in February, there was something that spoke to me about I needed to come see Priscilla, and I had met her in 2019, and there was just this gravitational pull to her office. And so February 5th, I came to see her of 2021, and Priscilla is guided by God. We prayed together on February 5th, we prayed, and she put me on microdaily, which I'm continuing to take. I love it. And I want to thank Dr. Prasad for his supplements that he's made. I think it's wonderful. And thank Priscilla for having these nutritional things that I'm using. So I'm using the Micro Daily Original, I'm using the Brain Boost, and I'm also taking the Eye Boost. I've changed my diet, and all of that. And I can't tell you, and I've quit drinking alcohol, and I can't tell you how wonderful I feel through all of this. And in 1 month, my oncologist had told me that my numbers were 900 plus. And in 1 month, after seeing Priscilla and continuing to work with her, in 1 month, I'm down to 135. Now, I'm not out of the woods yet, but people that have no cancer have numbers of 35. And that's where I know I'm going to be in 1 month, only 1 month, with all this therapy, the Micro Daily, all the nutritional supplements that she has me taking. In 1 month, I have gone down that much, and my cancer is nearly gone. I have hope and I have faith that I'm going to be just fine. I get goose chills just thinking about it.
So interesting, where right there at the end, she says, I have hope. You know, that right there just kind of says it all. And so many people around us have lost hope. And, you know, it's, they're afraid, they're so afraid that they can't even take that next step. And so all we need to do is just give them a little bit of hope. And really, we're talking about don't believe the hype. Well, we do need to believe in there's some hope. And this young lady today with her cat, I mean, she has all kinds of hope now about its future. And we have hope for this next generation. We shared just briefly, this is a patented product for our children. Okay, this right now is on sale, and from now until midnight tonight, people can purchase this, buy 2 bottles and get the third one for free. It'd be like saving $50 because it's $50 for an entire month's supply. But imagine being able to support your children with 3 months for the price of 2. So pretty amazing that is going on right now. The other thing I'd like to share with you, as we've been on our trip, as we've been traveling, we have a young mother that has a 7-year-old autistic daughter. And much like this cat that we just saw change,
Yeah.
this 7-year-old has also had a life-changing experience. And so may I just spend
Yeah,
4
of
minutes
course.
and
Yes,
share this one?
yes.
Okay, let's do this.
While he's looking for the video, I'm gonna ask you all in a little while, what does Don't Believe the Hype mean to both of you, well, all of us? Because, did you find the video?
Yeah.
There's so much that's going on in this world that people need to start waking up. And you've got quite a few products down there, and I would like really to show the audience some of the products that, before you leave today, Jeff, some of the micro products, how it looks. Because we're talking about the product, but no one's not seeing what the product is. So you can do the video and then you can explain some of the products that we might be in what Dr. Casal was
Absolutely.
We'll do it.
okay.
Hi there, my name is Noelle Triglia. I'm going to show you my daughter. Here she is, little happy girl over there. 7-year-old. She was diagnosed in December 2020 with autism spectrum disorder. I try my best not to label her, but she did have symptoms, you know, resembling the disorder. And so she really struggled with social emotional skills. She did not understand social cues. She didn't understand humor. severe mood lability, tearful behaviors, sensory issues to hearing, textures, clothing would need to be super tight and high up at the neck. She couldn't wear anything loose. She would have to line up all of her toys, heaven forbid that, not to say it wasn't organized, you would hear about it. But then she started to exhibit symptoms of ADHD when she started school, severe hyperactivity, impulsivity, inattention. She would not be able to hold a conversation with you longer than a couple seconds without her losing her train of thought. Very impulsive. She would speak before, she thought about it. She would interrupt conversations. She would fidget. She would be restless, trouble sleeping. And then later in December of 2022, this past year, there was a virus that went around the school system, and overnight she developed a severe obsessions and compulsions. Her obsession was lines, fine lines and wrinkles. So she would stare at my forehead 24/7 all day long, which is why I cut bangs, to help my daughter. But she would stare at my forehead and look at those fine lines, that I have on my forehead from years of being in the sun, but they would bother her. She was scared of them. And it's all she could talk about for all day long. Diagnosed her with PANS-PANDAS, started her on a bunch of treatments through my work. I work at Brain Restoration Clinic as a nurse practitioner, but we started using MicroDaily through our company, and my daughter has kind of been the guinea pig. So we try everything with her. We started her first on the MicroDaily gummies. I slowly added her on the probiotics. She's on the Omega for inflammation. She is on the Brain Boost and the CBD. She's on a combination of 5. My daughter is now actually able to sit down in a chair for a prolonged period of time and have a conversation with you, actually understand what you're asking of her and answer it in a very educated way. The impulsivity has improved tremendously. Is it still there a little bit? But oh my goodness, she is much more patient, probably much more patient than I am in my upper 30s. But the hyperactivity has truly improved. Her social emotional skills are blowing me out of the water. She used to, this breaks my heart, but she used to go out on the playground at recess and not play with anybody. She didn't know how to play with other kids. She would go and play by herself. She is a social butterfly. She's playing with other kids, talking to other kids. We were actually at movie night last night at her school, and she accidentally tripped over a little girl. She turned around and touched the little girl and apologized to the parents. I mean, her social awareness is tremendous. And so the improvements that I've seen on my daughter and MicroDaily is a true testament. I'm on them. I've put my husband on them. He had a total hip replacement and couldn't lift his leg. I put him on the MicroDaily, the Omega, the collagen. He can lift his leg. My mom's next, and I'm going to start attacking my family, because what I see in this from my daughter, I'm going to tell you this. My daughter has been my greatest educator. She's taught me more than I will ever learn through anybody else. And I'll be able to help other people, through what I've learned from her. Thank you.
Pretty
Pretty
amazing
amazing, right?
It is.
to see, to see a mother's life change because her daughter's life changed. And it all started with its nutritional support is where it began. And then just like Valerie, you alluded to, our stomach is so important, that gut, probiotics next. And that's what we have. I mean, this is the probiotic formula. It's not just probiotics. There's a prebiotic combination in there that feeds each one of the probiotics. There's actually 14 different genus, species, and strains. And then you've got the right one, and isn't it amazing? I mean, it's changed my life as well. So this is the children's version of our foundational product. And the foundational product is this. So this is the adult dose, this is the adult formulation, and this is the children's.
And that's
And-
got the EMF in it as well, because that's.
Yeah,
yeah.
EMF protection, EMF protection is electromagnetic frequency protection. So protection from our cell phones, protection from our Wi-Fi, protection from our Teslas. You know, all of these have magnetic fields around them, and this will protect us from it.
And the microwave, don't.
And the microwave,
Don't forget that
exactly.
microwave.
Please do not
Ding.
cook anything in your microwave. Microwaves heat from the inside out. I mean, just go on YouTube and check out the video where they heat water up to boiling in the microwave and they let it cool down. And then they feed it to a plant and they heat water up on a stove to boiling and let it cool down and they feed a plant. And in 1 month, the plant that got the microwave water is dead.
See,
So, yes, anyway, these will protect us from it. This goes into the gut, that's next. The other one that, I don't see it here, well, it was referenced in the video. She says, to my daughter, we have her on the omegas.
okay.
Omegas are essential fatty acids.
Mhm.
Okay, that's important. The other thing that she mentioned with her daughter is that they've got her on the brain boost. I mean, here she is, just 7 years old, but how does she interact with the world? It's all through that sensory input, and that's all stored in the brain. And so it's amazing that Dr. Prasad has put all of these together. You start with the foundation. This is the foundation, whether you're a child or a senior. Catrice, you want to just share us about your, just,
This is not only for kids. My mother-in-law has dementia. And most patients that have dementia, they like something sweet. So what we decided to do, my mother-in-law takes all the products, but this right here, we put in a candy dish. So she's snacking on this all day long. So she's getting nutrients all day
Oh,
long.
wow. So how many of these can you take for the whole?
You can take as many of these as you want.
we've had,
There's no
we-
overdose.
we-
There's no
There's
overdose.
there's no
No
Okay.
toxic.
childproof cap on it, nothing.
Yeah.
We had one little 3-year-old eat half a bottle until her little belly was just full. She had all she could stand. And
Yeah.
Okay.
and there's no issues with it because it's all non-toxic. It's food.
Yeah.
It's just high
Okay.
quality food. Have you tried the gummies?
No.
Let's do it
Because
here in front of
I'm the
everybody.
type of person, if I start eating something like this, I'm not gonna stop. That's why when she said, that's why I asked her the question, how many can you eat? Because knowing me, you know me already, right? I'll eat the whole bottles.
And you will,
And you
because
will.
I do.
Every time I finish a massage or I'll have a tissue, and if I'm eating some candy, I'll have it on a tissue, and while I'm massaging, I'll duck my head down like a duck and I'll get something in my mouth. So I try to keep candy.
Is this bottle open? Is this the
No,
one?
no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright.
We got one in
We
the
got some in
car.
the car.
So
And so
I
what-
try my
what was
best to
that?
stay away from, that's why all the candy out there are things I will not eat. But chewy things,
This,
that's my weakness.
this is amazing and it's
Yeah.
good for you though. That's just
Yeah.
it. You're supporting your body nutritionally.
I wish you
throughout
hadn't
the
told
day.
me.
So here's
You know.
I do know.
Here's one that I feel like I need to, this is a boost product. So these are dailies, these are micro daily foundational. But this product right here, digestive enzymes. As we age, our bodies are not producing the things that break down gluten properly, that break down complex carbohydrates, even simple carbohydrates. Our body's just missing them. This has 5 different enzymes in there. And it's been amazing. We go into the holidays, it's an entirely different Thanksgiving for me because of this.
Yeah, because now that means you can eat more turkey,
Mhm.
more pies,
Yeah.
more things that you normally wouldn't eat
Right.
any other time.
Ice cream on
Yeah.
top of the
On
pies.
top of.
I
Yes.
don't eat those are not my, this is gonna be my, if anything, this is my weakness.
You're gonna love that, you're gonna love that.
But I
What-
said I'm gonna try, I wanna try the digestive boost,
It is truly amazing.
cause I
It's
already
just-
do the probiotics,
So-
so.
The other one I don't see here, this is of this. This is the same thing in a stick pack that people just tear this open. We call it grip, rip and tip. and sip, swish, and swallow. That's the way you wanna take this, mix it with a bottle of water. So you just pull out one of these packages in here, it's like a little Crystal Light pack. You rip the tip, dump it into the bottle, and then sip, swish, and swallow. It's gonna improve your gum health. It's also gonna go immediately into your bloodstream.
Has this got a taste to it?
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Lemonade, see, I don't do lemon, I take the,
You
Okay.
That
I'm
counts as
on the-
better.
And we're gonna have to leave some of those so that you can experience. I know you don't do lemonade, but it's very pleasant. It's just,
So-
yeah,
You
anyway.
need to tell people about the eye boost, because
Eye
that's,
boost.
you've gotta tell people about the eye boost. I take the eye boost, this
Okay,
is what
why
I,
don't you tell people
this is what I
about this?
take, everyone. Trust me, I'm on the computer all the time, I'm writing, I'm doing something, I'm studying, and I'm not kidding you. This in a bottle is the best thing since sliced bread, and I don't eat bread, but I'm telling you, I take this religiously. When I don't take it, I already know
Eyes
when
go
I'm not
back.
taking it.
Mhm. They revert back.
My eyes start hurting, I can't even get on the computer, I can't do nothing. And that's when you don't see me on Facebook, because you know Valerie hasn't been on the pills or whatever she's not taking. But trust me, this, I would recommend. I've got a lady already call me and says, can you make sure I've got 2 bottles with the next time I come in for my appointments?
There you go.
Because
It's true.
people want the eye boost.
Mhm.
I take the probiotics and I take the micro daily EMF.
Dude, this goes really good with croissants.
And let me tell you something about anybody who's in the field where you're touching someone, you're around people who are doing, you could be in a dentist's office, a doctor's office, anybody who's in a place where they're in communication with people, you need to make sure you take that EMF, because you need to make sure you build up your immune system, because constantly you are always around someone. I take this religiously, and if I don't take it while I'm at work, when I get home from work, I go home and I take it before I go to my bed, because sometimes I take my pills at night, sometimes I take them in the day. It depends on how much food I've eaten for the day. But any medical
Twice a
person,
day.
any massage therapist, anyone who's in contact with people, if you work in Walmart, you work in any superstore, you need to take this EMF, because at the end of the day, you are in control of your own immune
Yes, you
system,
are. Mhm.
right?
Sure.
So when they sneeze on you, people sneeze on me all the time, they copy my face all the time. And in the 3 years since COVID has come down, I have not gotten sick, because once Nancy told me about this, I've taken it. And any of my cancer clients who come in, I tell them, this is what you need to take.
Mhm.
And that's why I did a class earlier down in the year, where I told Miss Nancy, come in and talk to the people about the EMF, the microdaily, because to me, it's important with all the radiation that's going on in the world. You know what I mean? And that's why I wanted this show, because a lot of people I personally know, even here in America, are coming down with cancer. Every week somebody is
Yeah.
being diagnosed
Yes,
with
it's true.
cancer.
It's very true.
It's crazy. It's like you can probably walk into a supermarket and I guarantee you walk past about 10 people who've got cancer. Cancer is a big thing right now. And your health is it's all about you taking care of your own health. Try this product. I can't tell you enough to try the product. Miss Nancy, what does don't believe the hype mean to you? Because you know already, come on.
I do. So don't Google it. Don't go to Google and try and find the answer, because you're gonna get 100 different answers. There's not one single one that actually has the correct information. But yeah, this product by far, since I've been taking it, my whole life has changed. I'm so much better. And I'll give you my cancer story. So I've had breast cancer, I've had a mastectomy. And what happened is I was only taking just the basic dose, okay? And Dr. Prasad last year came out with a therapeutic dose. So the therapeutic dose is you're gonna take 9 in the morning, 9 at lunch, and 9 at night. What you're gonna do is you're flooding your body with all these micronutrients, and the cancer can't survive in it. So I go to see my oncologist every 6 months for my blood work, and the oncologist is the cancer specialist. So what happened is we were going on a cruise, I had to take the COVID shots. We were not allowed on that cruise unless you had the 2 shots. So I got my 2 shots, and guess what happened? There are cancer markers that the oncologist always checks. There's 2. The one CEA marker went up, and it had been going down, 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 and all of a sudden it shot up like 4 or 5 points. And the only difference was that COVID shot. So I will never get another vaccine. I will not. I can survive COVID. Cancer, that is a totally different viewpoint in my life. Right now the CEA marker has gone down. The last time I just had my blood work done in the first part of November, and it has gone down again. So, and I haven't had COVID shot for 2 years now. So it's getting out of my body, but I totally believe, and this is Nancy, there's nobody else. I've told my doctor, I've told my oncologist, and they put it in my record. You are not giving her another vaccine. So, yeah.
Remember that.
I'm not, I won't.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. No, so.
Ms. Catrice, what does don't believe the hype mean to you?
Don't believe the hype to me means don't believe the nonsense. Use Dr. Prasad, because I know for a fact what it's done for me and my family. We have so many testimonies, and I could give a testimony for my husband who had cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And what we did, and we didn't at the time, we did not know, we were taking the microdaily. We were taking the original microdaily. But what I believe it was God sent this divine message to him to take a therapeutic dose. And what he did is he started taking, instead of the normal dosage, he increased that dosage by 2 to 3 times the amount. And he was taking it all throughout the day. Plus he was drinking our drink on top of that. And when we went to for that first PET scan, you could see on the scan, you could see all the cancer and where it was located. He started with that therapeutic dose. When we went for that second PET scan, and I took a look, and I was like, I don't see any cancer. The cancer is gone. And they said, yeah, it's gone, but we still want to continue to give him 5 more rounds of chemo and radiation, which I felt was totally unnecessary. I looked at it as it was a selling point. I get a new boat, a new Maserati, a new something.
That's-
But
True.
if I had to do it all over again, we would not have done the chemo or the radiation. That's me speaking. That's not telling the audience what to do. That's what I'm saying, what we would do, because we know what this product did for him. And then after that, the other thing, when you have cancer, we went to the dentist. And the dentist told me when she came out, she was like, oh my goodness, his teeth look great. And I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? I did not know that chemo, radiation wrecks your mouth.
Wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that either.
I didn't know that. She was just totally blown away because he was on this product the entire time. He's still on this product. We've been on it as a family for over 9 years now. So don't believe the hype.
Can I, before you stop, you said there's a therapeutic dose and an everyday dose.
Yes.
I need you to explain the therapeutic dose to just taking it naturally, because that's important to people to know the difference from taking therapeutic. I know we're finishing, we're wrapping up the show, but we need to know the difference, because I take 2. And somebody, because Nancy said 3, 3, 3. So what's the difference from taking a regular dose to taking a therapeutic dose? That's
Very good question, Valerie. And it says right here, take 3 capsules,
Mhm,
2 to 3 times per day.
mhm.
Okay, so this bottle, there's 180 capsules. If you do 3 in the morning and 3 at night, this will last for 30 days. That
Okay.
is just a maintenance dose. That's just maintaining your health. If you're in bad health, if you're in a situation where you're facing cancer or cancer, Dr. Prasad has recommended, because it's non-toxic, that we want to starve the cancer. And like Nancy mentioned, we starve the cancer by feeding the body so much nutrition. And
Okay.
so much nutrition would be 3 timesing this dose. So a therapeutic dose is 3 times the dose. That's why Nancy is saying, well, 3 capsules, 3 times a day, it would be 9 capsules, 3 times a day.
Okay.
Or you could go 12 capsules in the morning and 12 capsules at night. That's 3 timesing the
Mhm.
dose. So a therapeutic dose, and that's what Dr. Prasad is going to talk about on Sunday night, is he's gonna talk about the patent for cancer
Mhm.
is regarding a therapeutic dose. It's high doses of micronutrient antioxidants. He cannot say in the patent that it is microdaily. Okay, you cannot put a product name in there. What you can put in there, though, is the combination quantity and form that Dr.
Okay.
Prasad is known for.
So that's all I just wanted you to know,
Yeah.
people to understand the therapeutic to just taking it natural. So I can take a normal dose, but if you've got cancer, basically what you're saying, you've got to give that, it's
Feed-
like
Feed
giving
the
it.
body, feed the need.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
and your body needs that nutrition. Now, just like you were mentioning earlier, though, if we're, around a lot of people, if we're experiencing other things, we've been on this road trip, we've done 35 different meetings in 35 days in 35 different places around the country. We've put over 10,000 miles on in the last 30 days. We're taking extra because of
Okay.
the situations
Yeah.
that we're involved with. Even though we're healthy, we want to stay healthy.
So I just wanted to let, in case somebody out there is asking a question, what was the difference between a regular dose to a therapeutic? I just wanted them to understand why it's important to take a therapeutic dose if you've got cancer. Now, Mr. Jeff, we are gonna be closing out with you.
Yep.
Now, what does don't believe the hype mean to you?
Well, keeping kind of in the same theme here with the
Mhm.
ladies talking about this, a hype is this. There's a vitamin out there called 1-A plus iron. And in Dr. Prasad's research, he says you never take your vitamins once a day. You always take them twice a day. So the other thing is, he says, if you combine vitamin C with copper, manganese, or iron, it creates free radicals. And that's all right here. Never combine vitamin C with copper, manganese, or iron in the same capsule. And so it is significant. It's also listed in here that 2 times per day dosing. Okay, so don't believe the hype. There are companies out there that write in their name of their product, 1-A plus iron. They're getting 2 strikes against them, according to Dr. Prasad. But do you know who owns 1-A plus iron? Bayer Corporation that owns Monsanto, that has all of our best
Yes.
interests at heart.
Mhm.
And you know who owns Centrum Silver?
Okay,
Pfizer, the
yeah,
drug company. And so there's a lot of hype out there about vitamins, but you need to know who formulated them. So don't believe the hype. Dr. Prasad is such a humble individual. Come on Sunday and meet him.
I was on one of the shows where I saw him talk, and
Yes.
I really wish he had come on here tonight, but because of things, I know he couldn't make it. But I would like for all of you to try and get onto the Zoom if you can. There's only going to be 500. And I already know there's thousands of people out there trying to get onto this Zoom call, because I'm going to be sharing the link to a lot of my clients who are going through things right now, especially neuropathy, because this week alone, I have seen so many people come through my doors with neuropathy, knee pain, hip pain. And I'm thinking, good grief, give me a break. Because I don't mean break your leg, don't get me wrong, but it's just been absolutely, it's like crazy how many people are literally coming in looking for an alternative.
It's all poor circulation and this will help.
And you know what I mean? So please tune in on Sunday if you can. Call me. I will send you the Zoom link, because I know some of you are just my clients and some of you are my friends on Facebook. You can also find Nancy, any of Nancy's friend, even Catrice's friend. I haven't got Jeff as a friend because I have to talk to his wife first. But tune in, and I've got Janice over there. Anybody who needs that link, who has got cancer, who knows somebody's got diabetes, heart problems, you need to be on this call because you need to know how you can help yourself rather than having to go and take all the pharmaceutical drugs. Because remember, my thing is the drug company hasn't got our best interests at heart. Because at the end of the day, you take one pill, that one pill is going to turn around and give you the side effects of 10 other pills. One pill for a headache is going to give you breast cancer, it's going to give you heart disease, it's going to give you all these things, but you've only got a headache, remember that. So you've got a choice, which one would you prefer to have, headache, or do you want to get breast cancer and all the other things that all these drug company. I'm not looking for a new boat. I'm not looking for any kids to go to school. I'm here for your best interest. And most of these doctors are not here for our best interest. The more they can give us a pill, the more Pfizer and all these other companies have got them in their pockets. And I'm just keeping it real. It's about your health. It's about you. Take care of it. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Catrice, for coming on today. I hope you all benefited from our program today. Anyone who's on Zoom, thank you all for tuning in. I'm Valerie Kelso. If anybody wants any of the products, you can call and we will set you in, we will set you up and make sure you're taking the correct dose for the issues that you've got. All have a wonderful and blessed night, and we will see you back again in 2 weeks' time. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.